Well, welcome back, and today is the 27th of June 2010, and as we approach the end of another month and the end of another season, we have also approached the last part of my 5-part Dreamcast series, and to finish it off we still have one more accessory to see. Yes, it's that time again, it's Sunday, and this is video games and consoles from the loft. Well, to finish the Dreamcast series off, I have an item which was only released in Japan and was designed to be used as a webcam, but more importantly it could also be used as a digital camera, and it's none other than Dreamcast's Dreameye. Well, yes, here we are looking at the Dreamcast's Dreameye, which was released in 2000 and was also bundled alongside the Divers 2000 Dreamcast and was also sold separately. However, it was only ever released in Japan. But thanks to the likes of internet shopping websites these days, it is now more easier to track down these amazing and creative items and buy them and bring them home. And I'm glad I did just that with the Dreameye, as the Dreameye accessory was further proof of how far Sega were willing to go to bring us all-round entertainment within the home with just the use of the Dreamcast. And at the time there were already tons of games, lots of accessories, and of course internet support. And with the likes of the Dreameye being released, it meant that users in Japan could interact with family and friends furthermore by taking advantage of the webcam feature, where you could not only see each other live but you could also speak to each other as well, as the Dreameye came bundled with a headset, and furthermore you could also record video messages to send alongside your mail. But the best feature I find is the digital camera, as the item itself is very light, very compact, and of course very small, and meant that you can take it just about anywhere, snap a load of pictures, bring it home, connect it simply to your Dreamcast, and then you could edit your pictures using Visual Park software, and then you could send them on via your email across the internet. The only bad points about the Dreameye nowadays is that the webcam feature is not much use to us at all. However, the digital camera is still great fun for taking a few snaps and using the editing software to do a few funky things with, and it still can be a lot of fun as well. And before we check out the digital camera and the software, let's have a closer look at the Dreameye. The Dreameye's packaging has been decorated in really fun colours and pictures to make it extremely friendly, and on one of the side of the panels it quickly depicts the main uses of the device. If we now open the box up, you can see what's inside the top layer, and you simply receive a microphone connection for your controller, a battery pack for your Dreameye, and the Dreameye itself. Then underneath the top layer you then receive a manual guide for the software Visual Park and your Dreameye, and you also receive a Visual Park software CD. And in the very bottom of the box you receive a cable connection, a stand for your Dreameye, and finally a headset to connect to your microphone connection. The Dreameye comes complete with connections, so you can fit your battery pack on with the use of a screw, and on the back you have a small viewfinder, and on the top you have a large button to take your photos, and on the other side you have an on-off switch, and finally you have a port so you can connect your camera up to your Dreamcast. The battery pack can simply be screwed onto the camera with the use of a coin or fingernail, and you will need to fit 2 AAA batteries to power the camera up when you're on the move and taking photos. And with the battery pack on, it's still incredibly light and small to handle. The Dreameye's microphone can be easily slotted into your controller, and your headset can be placed on top. The Dreameye stand comes complete with a rubber pad for stability and a screw so you can place the Dreameye on top. The connection cable provided helps you connect your Dreameye to your Dreamcast easily and quickly, and the Dreameye CD comes complete with Visual Park software for all your editing and filming needs. And finally, the manual will help you guide you through setting up, although it's all in Japanese. When it comes to setting up, it's just a case of connecting your camera to your Dreamcast, placing it on a flat surface, entering in the Visual Park software, switching the Dreamcast on, and you're ready to go. Well, welcome to another Japanese accessory in action, and to start off we are briefly looking at the Visual Park software, which could help you speak live via webcam with your friends and family and send your photos and video mail across the internet. But my favourite part of the software is the use of the photo show and playground. So before we take a look at those, let's take some snaps. And within seconds the Dreameye can be turned on and we can start having fun, being stupid and possibly taking some worthwhile pictures that would be fun to edit and send to your friends and family across the internet. The camera can hold over 30 photos, which for a camera that was released back in 2000 is fairly impressive. Once you're finished taking your photos, you can connect the Dreameye to your Dreamcast and start browsing through your photos. And if you're feeling creative, why not take your photos to the playground feature and start adding some pictures, words and twisting your pictures inside out, and why not even add a border. The playground feature of the software really is a lot of fun. However, it's about the only part of the software that is really useful now, which is a shame. However, 10 years ago the Dreameye and this software was a really creative combination. Well, the Dreameye to me was a really amazing and quirky addition to the Dreamcast, and although now massively out of date in terms of its technological side, at the time this would have been pretty good. And even back then I didn't even own a digital camera, let alone one for the Dreamcast. And I also love how compact and small it is, which is perfect for taking just about anywhere and snapping a few pictures. And I also love how you can just bring it home, connect a few wires and then be staring at your photos within seconds, and of course then you could mess about with them with some fun editing software. The Dreameye, however, certainly isn't for everyone, as the features are very dated these days and of course aren't very useful either, and the software and the games are all in Japanese. However, if you are a lover of the Dreamcast, it certainly could be an addition to add to the collection, just to show Sega's amazing efforts that they provided for us gamers over the years. It really was amazing. Well, if you fancy picking yourself up a Dreameye, well, you should be able to pick these up on eBay from time to time, and at a cost which might actually surprise you, as I managed to pay just £30 for this, which is roughly $44 in America. So I'd imagine you're probably looking at anything from around £20 to £40 here in the UK and $30 to $50 in America. And once again, I wish you happy hunting. Well, sadly we've hit the end of my 5-part Dreamcast series, but I've had a lot of fun and it's been really exciting, and I really hoped that you've enjoyed it also. I think you'll agree that Sega really gave their last console their full attention and they really pushed the boat out to give us an amazing experience, and I really hope that Sega makes some hardware one day in the future. Well, that's just about it for me for another week. I'll be back next Sunday though, and I hope you'll join me for that, as it will be the 1-year celebration of video games and consoles from the Loft, and I really can't believe it's been a year already. Well, take care, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.